Hello, my creative friends. Jessica Sanders here, colormecreativeart.com. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought we would share an art journal page. I was thinking that today I would try out the Elegant Writer on the Dina Wakley Media Journal KRAFT paper that's in the book, and it was pretty interesting to do. After a little while, the page just sort of took on a life of its own. It actually took me about 40 minutes to do this page from start to finish. There's no gesso. There's only the Elegant Writer, some Dina Wakley Media paints, acrylic paints, and a little bit of water involved. And I just started out by just putting some abstract shapes. Now I had in mind that I would just make it completely abstract, but it sort of turned into its own thing, and I just went with the flow, and it was a lot of fun. As I was adding the paint to the page, I really wasn't liking the brush marks that it was leaving, so I kind of just decided to put the brush down and just smooth things out with my finger. And the cool thing about the KRAFT pages is that they're sort of slippery. They're sort of water resistant. Maybe they have like a wax kind of coat on them. I'm not sure why they're like that. I just know they are. And so the paint will move and slide around as if it's on a different kind of surface, and you can sort of create some interesting translucent effects with the paint without even adding any water. So I added lights and darks. I'm only using 3 colors here. I had ocean, olive, and I believe the pink color is blushing. And I did end up using the other end of the paintbrush, so I started out with the normal end and then I went to the back end just to make some scribbly marks. I love making scribbly marks, loopy, scribbly, kind of natural feeling marks, and so I did that with the back side of the paintbrush. But Dina Wakley does have some tools that you can use for that. I just didn't get them out. I'm using just what I had out. As I was going, the shapes sort of morphed into like a pear, and I thought, well, that kind of looks like a pear and maybe a lime or a lemon or something in the background, and I just decided to go with it. I'm not sure, there's just something about pears that are meaningful to me. It sounds kind of strange, but it's one of the first things I realized I could paint. Hey, I could paint a pear thanks to Bob Burridge, if you've seen him on YouTube. He's amazing. And so it has like a special meaning to me. So sometimes I just paint pears and it makes me feel happy and good. You know, you have to do what makes you happy. Now I'm just adding some texture. Different colors, different brightnesses of color, if that makes sense. So I'm using a little bit darker colors, a little bit lighter colors, and adding texture in different areas on the page. Just for fun. It's all for fun, right? This is my art journal. It's just for fun. It's just for me. And of course, I love sharing it with you, but I'm going back in now with the Elegant Writer. And if you don't know what that is, it's really a pen for calligraphy, and it has water-soluble ink, but it only activates once. Once you activate it with water, then it will be non-activated after that, and it flows into different colors. So when you activate it with water, it breaks up into like pinks and greens. And I used it in Inktober. I don't know if it was 2018 or 2017, for drawing some faces and then just adding it in the shadows with the diluted wet ink. And it's just a lot of fun to play with that pen, just because you can get some interesting effects that you don't really expect, I really enjoy when I get surprised by my artwork or by this medium that I'm using. One reason why I love watercolor and alcohol ink is because you don't necessarily control everything. It surprises you. I had to get all of that paint off my brush. I haven't put my brush back in the water, and so I'm sort of using this dirty brush technique, which is fun to do, and you get a lot of different values and tones with that. But I needed to add some highlights to my pear. I wanted to pop, and so I needed to get that off. So I'm really starting another journal page next to it, which is on the watercolor paper that's in the book. So I decided I would use some collage words or some collage paper And I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, this paper on this dark background is going to show up as sort of a white. So I actually ended up using the gel medium plus a little bit of paint mixed in to blend it into my pear right in that highlight spot, so that my focal point is all in one place. And I added some of that shell pink, I call it shell pink, but it's actually blushing, with my finger, and it just really came to life for me, and I really loved it. And then I'm going back in and adding and shaping up my pear a little bit with the Elegant Writer, but guess what? The paint was still wet. Don't use your Elegant Writer on wet paint. That's a bad idea. But I did it anyway, and I just cleaned it off on the page next to me, and it worked out. But really, it's not a good idea. So don't do that. And I wanted to shape that pear up a little bit more, so you see me adding even more scribbly lines, and they're in the front, and I love the depth that's here in this piece. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends if they're interested in art journaling or Dina Wakley Media. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you very soon. Bye.